What's up, YouTube? Tim Moves here. Here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films coming out this week, whether they're being theaters, streaming, etc. Alright, now the big one we got out this week is, of course, Dune Part 2. Now, this is, of course, the follow-up to 2021's Dune. Now, this was, of course, supposed to come out last year, but because of the strike and everything, it got delayed, which works out for the best of it, I guess. I am, of course, excited for Dune Part 2. I thought the first Dune, the first Dune was really terrific. I'm hoping for great things. I'm hoping for the Empire Strikes Back of Dune movies, maybe the T2 of Dune films, but we'll see. Now, of course, you do got Timothée Chalamet coming in, Zendaya, Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken's the man. Like, who doesn't love Christopher Walken? Come on. Anyway. Now, that's not the only sci-fi stuff we have out this week, by the way. Now, we do got, coming to streaming, that is, we got Code 8 Part 2. Now, this is the follow-up to 2020's Code 8, which stars Stephen Amell and his cousin, Robbie Amell, which I always thought they were brothers, but they were actually cousins, which, okay, cool, I guess. Now, here is the film centers around the 4% of people living in a fictional Lincoln city who possesses special abilities, and it follows the journey of a teen girl fighting to get justice for her slain brother at the hands of a corrupt police officer. Now, I actually did saw the first one, not a bad sci-fi one, so I'll probably give this one a go. I like Stephen Amell. I'm glad to see him, branching out after Arrow. Of course, he's supposed to be in the upcoming Suits spinoff, so there's that. So hopefully this one could be a good one. I haven't seen it yet. It actually premiered today. Though it was going to premiere yesterday, but I guess it's today. But anyway. All right. Also on Netflix, we got Spaceman, starring Adam Sandler, Carey Mulligan, Paul Dano. And it's where an astronaut sent on the edge of the solar system is he is set to collect mysterious ancient dust. Finds the earthly life falling into pieces, and of course he ends up talking to like a talking spire voiced by Paul Dano. Now, of course, actually just saw this in theaters. This past Friday, I just did my review for that. It comes out on Netflix this week. It was really good. Like, Adam Sandler, like, his performance isn't as Oscar-worthy in this as, let's say, his performance was in Uncut Gems or let's say, Hustle. But it was still pretty decent in this one. This is also from the same guy who gave us Chernobyl, which was pretty good, too. So, give it a go if you guys haven't seen that. All right, also out on Peacock, we, of course, got Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. Now, there's also a Megamind anime series coming as well. Now, the original Megamind, I love that original Megamind. It was a lot of fun. Of course, you had the voice talents of Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. And the sequel here, Megamind, now assuming the role of Metro City's defender, assembles a new team to stop his former evil teammate, Villainous Planets. I don't know if I'm more that excited for this new one. It just looks like those. It really feels like, remember those straight to DVD Disney sequels that Disney used to always put out. Whether it's like, I don't know, Mulan 2, The Little Mermaid 2, and stuff. This really feels like that in a way. So I just really want to see a Megamind sequel that has like Will Ferrell coming back, Brad Pitt. Also, I guess they can't afford them for that, so maybe that's why. But maybe it could be good. But yeah, I just enjoy that first Megamind. Very underrated too. Like, it's. It came out back in 2010, and not many people really talk about it as much. But anyway. Also on Peacock, we got Pathological, The Lies of Joran van der Sloot. Years after he brutally murdered American Natalie Holloway and Peruvian Stephanie Flores, Jordan Van der Sloot's lifelong pattern of violence and pathological lying is exposed through his interviews and his insights. Now, I always do love a good true crime story, and Peacock has done it pretty well too. Like Netflix does it a little better, but Peacock could do it really well too because they did do that John Wayne Gacy series, which is pretty decent. So I'm intrigued to see this one. All right. There's also Problemista, which like Doom Part 2 was supposed to come out last year, but got delayed because of the strike. Now, this stars and is directed by Julio Torres, who also is best known for that HBO series La Spook, I think it's called. Now, this also stars Tilda Swinton as well as Reza Greta Lee, coming off of Past Lives. This is, of course, released by A24, and the film follows a struggling, aspiring toy designer from El Salvador who starts working for a erratic art world outcast in New York City, hoping to stay in the country and realize his dreams before his visa expires. And I'm actually looking forward to check this one out. You know, it is A24, so that obviously piques my interest. Of course, you got Tilda Swinton, who's always great. I never really seen a lot of Spooky, so I can't really comment on Julio's talent, but he looks pretty good in this too, so this could be interesting to check out. All right, we also got a film titled Asleep in My Palm, which stars Tim Blake Nelson, who is one of the most tragically underrated actors in the business. I believe he's also in Doom Part 2, if I'm not mistaken. So, cool week for Tim Blake Nelson. Like, I've always remembered Tim, like, back in the days as a kid, I used to always remember Tim Blake Nelson popping up in Scooby-Doo 2. He was in the movie Holes. He also was in, like, Oh Brothers, Where Art Thou? I believe he was in The Incredible Hulk, if I'm not mistaken. And he was also in the not-so-good Fantastic Four reboot. It's always great to see Tim Blake Nelson pop up and stuff, you know? Now, here's what it's about. Living off the grid of rural Ohio, a man tries to escape his violent and conflicted past while his daughter forces the challenges of her sexual awakening and need for independence. And the trailer for this looks really good. I mean, it looks really intense, looks very dramatic here. Tim Blake Nelson looks terrific in this movie. I mean, Tim Blake Nelson is always great. Never seen that one movie he did, Old Henry. I've heard good things about it. Never really got a chance to see it. I should give that one a go. Anyway. Also, we got the Western Outlaw Posse. Now, this is pretty much like a new a follow-up, if you will. I think it's a follow-up to the Western movie that Mario Van Peebles did back in 1993 called Posse. Now, it takes place in 1908, and Outlaw returns from years of hiding in Mexico to claim stolen gold hidden in the hills of Montana. The cast includes Mario Van Peebles, who also directs us, along with his son Mandela Van Peebles. Other cast members include Whoopi Goldberg, Cedric the Entertainer, Edward James Olmos, John Carroll Lynch, Alan Payne, DC Youngfly for some reason, and Sean Bridgers. And the trailer for this actually does look really intriguing. I do love a good Western. And the original Apollos from like 1993 is great. And you can't go wrong with Mario Van Peebles. Like, he's put out some really cool stuff. Like, remember he did New Jack City, which is a great one. He also did We the Party. I've always liked Mario Van Peebles. So anything he does, I'll give a watch. All right. Also out, we got the horror film Amelia's Children. Now, this stars Bridget London Payne, who you might know from that show Atypical. And she also has that new film that just dropped the trailer for it, which I'll talk about in a separate video, called I Saw the TV Glow, which, oh boy, that looks really interesting. Anyway, now here's what the film's about. When Edward's search for his biological family leads him to a remote, mysterious villa, he's thrilled to meet his long-lost mother and twin brother. However, he soon learns that he's linked to them by a mysterious monster's secret. And this looks very weird. And really nice to see Bridget London Payne really branching out, because I really quite liked her on Atypical, so I'm really glad to see her branching out more here. So this could be interesting. So, all right. We also got a film called Before I Change My Mind, which is a coming of age tale that takes place in 1987. While the students wonder if the new kid Robin is a boy or a girl, Robin forges a complicated bond with his school bully, making increasingly dangerous choices to fit in. Now, they're also really saying that this is like in the vein of like classic A stuff, like The Breakfast Club. I from the trailer, I did got a little bit of a Stand By Me feel. So I don't know. This could be interesting to check out. I do love a good coming of age tale, and so could be interesting. Like this actually does feel like a movie that could have came out like in the 1980s. I am getting a little bit of like a just from the trailer. I have got like a little bit of a John Hughes feel or Stand By Me feel. So definitely, or even Goonies feel at times. So it could be cool, I guess. All right. Okay, let me see what else we got here. All right. Also, we got film titled Silver Haze, which is a horror-based film. When young nurse Frankie falls in love with one of her patients, they flee the city together. On the coast of Frankie finds a safe place with Florence's blended family, and manages to face her traumatic past. And this does look pretty weird, so that could be good, I guess. All right. Also, we got film titled Shada. Now, here's what the film. It is a Australian film written and directed by Nora Nassari. And it's inspired by Nassari's childhood experiences. The story follows an Iranian immigrant woman in Australia who is raising her young daughter as the two live in a women's shelter, while also attempting to divorce from her abusive husband from Ireland. And the trailer for this looks, a little slow, but could be interesting though. All right. Also, we got a film titled The Run Up, No Way Out." 7 years after the roundup in Vietnam, Mas Soak joins a new squad to investigate a murder case. He soon starts to dig deeper when he finds out that the case involves a syndicate, drug, and a gang of thugs. That could be really cool. It is a like an Asian a Korean based film, so that could be interesting. All right. We also got a documentary called 500 Days in the Wild, which is a Canadian documentary film, um, and chronicles Wayland's own multi-year effort to travel the entire length of Trans-Canada trial. So that could be really interesting, I guess. All right, now on the TV side, we of course got Shogun, which is premiered on Hulu yesterday. I only finished one episode. I'm gonna finish the next second a little later, but the first episode was really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to see where they're gonna take this new series to. All right. Also on Disney Plus, we got a series titled Awaju. We're told a young girl from wealthy island and her best friend Ko, a self Fort tech expert, discovers the secrets and dangers hidden in their different worlds. And the trailer for this looks really interesting. It is just, like one of the first Disney animated shows that should take place in Nigeria, so that could be cool. The animation style looks interesting, so could be intriguing to check out. Again, there's now also coming to Peacock again is the Megamind animated series that's also coming, so we're getting a lot of Megamind this year. All right. On Paramount Plus, there's As We Speak, Rap Music on Trial, a documentary about rap music on trial, in which rapper Kamba explores the troubling weaponized of music against artists in the U.S. criminal justice system and abroad. That could be cool, I guess. We got American Conspiracy, The Octopus Murders, an investigative journalist pursuing a political conspiracy known as the Octopus is found dead in the hotel room decades later. New details emerges. That could be interesting. Last but not least, on Netflix, I should say, is The Tourist. Now, this was a show that was originally on HBO Max, but they I guess David Zaslav acts that, so Netflix picked it up. Now this does star Jamie Dornan from 50 Shades fame. And it's where a man who wakes up in the Australian outback with no recollection of who he is and must try to piece together the memory of his merciless figures from his past to pursue them. I should give this one a go. It does sound intriguing. Yeah, some interesting stuff here. But let me leave you guys. What are some of you like? What are some films or shows are you interested in checking out this week? Are you looking forward to check out Doom Part 2, Shogun, Spaceman? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing out.